So, you're in Singapore, you've got BUPA insurance, and your feet are giving you some trouble. You're probably asking yourself that one big, slightly stressful question. Am I actually covered for a podiatrist visit? Well, don't worry. In this explainer, we are going to clear all of that up for you.
And you're probably here because you're trying to do the smart thing, right? You want to figure out if you're covered before you book that appointment. So let's get you that clarity.
This is it, the million-dollar question. And as you're about to see, the answer is just a little more nuanced than a simple yes or no.
Wouldn't it be great if the answer was just a straightforward yes? Well, the world of private medical insurance just isn't built that way. But don't worry, we're about to make it much, much clearer.
So, here's the honest truth. BUPA might cover your podiatry visit, but, and this is a big but, it all comes down to the nitty-gritty details of your specific plan. Anyone who gives you a blanket yes or no without seeing your policy, well, they're not giving you the full picture.
But here's the good news. The answer, your answer, really hinges on one single crucial distinction. If you understand this one thing, you'll know exactly what to look for. And here it is, inpatient versus outpatient care. Seriously, once you get this difference, everything else starts to make a whole lot more sense. This is the key that unlocks your policy. Okay, let's break this down, because it's actually way simpler than it sounds. Inpatient, think big stuff. You're admitted to a hospital, maybe for surgery. You're staying overnight. Outpatient is, well, pretty much everything else. You walk into a clinic, have your consultation or a minor procedure, and you walk out. And here's the key. Almost all podiatry services, your regular checkups, assessments, that kind of thing, they fall squarely in that outpatient bucket. So the real question is, does your plan even cover outpatient care?
Okay, so what does this mean in the real world? Let's stop talking theory and look at some actual BUPA-linked plans right here in Singapore. This is where the rubber meets the road. All right, take a look at this. These are the BUPA-linked Lifeline plans. See that essential plan? It says inpatient only, but then you look at Classic and Gold, and boom, they cover both inpatient and outpatient. This is our big clue right here. If you have an inpatient-only plan, chances are your trip to the podiatrist, well, it's probably not going to be covered.
Okay, that makes sense. Outpatient is the magic word we're looking for. But you might be wondering, does BUPA ever actually mention feet or foot care specifically, like anywhere in their official stuff?
Well, you bet they do. Check this out. This is a direct quote from a BUPA Global page. It literally says that outpatient care could include, and right there, plain as day, foot care. This is huge. It's the clearest sign we have that yes, BUPA absolutely can cover podiatry as long as you have the right kind of plan.
But hold on, and this is super important. Notice that little phrase, depending on the plan. This is not a golden ticket for everyone. It just confirms that foot care is on the list of possibilities, but it does not guarantee it's in your specific plan. You've still got to do that final check. So, what is that final check? How do you get that 100% certain yes or no answer for you? Okay, let's switch gears from explaining the problem to giving you a super practical step-by-step checklist.
Here it is, your action plan. Before you pick up the phone to book anything, you're going to call your insurer and ask these 4 simple questions. First up, step 1. Does my policy include outpatient benefits? If they say yes, fantastic. Move on to step 2. Great, is podiatry or foot care listed as a covered benefit? Then you'll want to ask about step 3, pre-authorization. That's a big one. And finally, step 4, how the billing works. Do you pay first and claim back, or does the clinic bill them directly? Nail these 4 questions, and you will walk into that appointment with total confidence.
All right, we've covered a lot, so let's boil it all down. What's the bottom line here? What's the one thing you really need to remember?
It really just comes down to this one simple rule. Never, ever assume. It's so easy to think that your coverage is the same as your colleagues, or that because you saw foot care on a web page, you're all set. But honestly, assumptions are how you end up with surprise bills. So here's the real takeaway, the smartest thing you can do. Just verify it, pick up the phone, check your policy documents, and confirm your coverage directly with BUPA before your appointment. It takes 5 minutes, and it is the only way to be absolutely certain and avoid any stress later on. So there you have it. You now know the difference between inpatient and outpatient. You've got the exact 4 questions to ask. The path to a clear, simple answer is right there for you. The only thing left to do is make that call.